triple. It's bang three! Patty Mills, bang three! USA rush up the floor, they come up empty. Here it is, folks. This is Australian basketball history.
Basketball fans who attended last night's Australia v USA blockbuster are demanding refunds.
Punters paid hundreds and in some cases thousands of dollars for tickets. Some people sitting in the VIP section say despite being a few rows from the court, they couldn't see the game. Fans are blaming the layout of Marvel Stadium for this. Actor Russell Crowe was among the 50,000 people that turned out for the game last night, and he was not happy. He took to social media tweeting $1,500 for this view. Australia versus USA. Joke's on me. If you weren't there and you chose to watch it on TV at home, good decision. Fans were already frustrated by the withdrawal of some of the biggest NBA stars, including Ben Simmons and James Harden. Organisers have confirmed that refunds have already been issued after the withdrawal of those big-name players.
What an about-face. Thank you.
Spins on Gallinari, gives it up. Oh, it's right there. And a foul as Thibault goes to the basket. Boy, Simmons, uncontested, had a layup, but he leaves it for Thibault.
Well, but that's when you know that the game is in your head. That's a dunk for Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons will not report for opening of training camp next week and intends to never play another game for the franchise.
It is a stunner in South Philly.
Not so sunny in Philadelphia.
I've never been more embarrassed for an athlete in my life watching sports, more than I did Ben Simmons in this series.
I'm still stunned sitting here that we didn't win the Game 7 at home.
Ben Simmons, quote, doesn't work, doesn't listen, and everyone around him is family, and he's constantly babied.
Can you tell us that Ben Simmons will be a 76er next season?
Not addressing Ben Simmons, but any move that will help our team win the championship or improve our odds, we will look at and do if it makes sense.
Hey, Ben Simmons going to play for the Australian team. Here's his quote. I know things are uncertain right now, but I've been in touch with Coach Gorshin, and we're hopeful I can join the Boomers.
Ben Simmons would once again opt out of playing for the Boomers, but the squad that arrived in China in 2019 were composed of veterans who had developed great chemistry playing alongside each other over the previous decade.
What should you be scared of in Australia?
Aussie rules?
Nope.
Sharks?
Nope. What about the waves? Nope. It's this guy. And his team.
Spending a lot of time.
See you in China.
Minute 43 to go. Phil Scrubb. And Bogut with a big rejection. Thrown up to Baynes, who throws it down for the dunk. And Australia back in front.
The team finished top of a tough group featuring Canada, Lithuania and Senegal to advance to the quarter-finals, where they defeated the Czech Republic behind 24 points from Patty Mills.
Having the chance to represent Australia at that world stage at a World Cup is obviously great. There's another level of fire that is ignited when I have that opportunity. I've always had a different role on the national team. I guess the challenge that I've got to find is being able to see how I can transition that into my role here in San Antonio.
Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Beijing, the Wukesong Arena. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup, the first semi-final, and it's Spain winning the opening tip, attacking the basket to the left. It's Australia in the green and the gold, brings it back out to Patty Mills. Patty Mills pulls up and banks it in. Rubio's going to inbound the ball to Aaron Gomez, and it's another one.
Well, Juancho lighting it up so far in the first quarter.
Goulding gets it right back for Australia. That's his reputation.
Their semi-final opponent would be Spain, who still boasted the same experienced squad that denied the Boomers the bronze medal in Rio de Janeiro. With an opportunity for revenge, Australia went into battle with a shot at the final on the line.
Are you ready to be liberated? This is our well, our boys have been free from their cages. I got freedom in my head.
With USA having been eliminated in the quarter-finals, this was a rare opportunity to achieve immortality on the world stage.
Well, victory tonight would guarantee a podium finish for both of these teams.
It would be a podium finish, a first ever podium finish for Australia in a World Cup or an Olympic Games. Spain will heat up eventually, I think. They're certainly not knocking them down right now. Three-pointer, and gets it to go.
Yeah, Marc Gasol probably had a talk with himself at the halftime locker room. 5 quick points for the big man. Right back to a one-possession game.
I'm not one hot, not too much of a start. I see people come and go, living large and living low. You can build up your wall sitting on death row. Let the cards hand fall on your murdered soul. So watch it all down, swallow your story. Get smacked off your head, go down a drum roll, fly you won't slow that. The minute self-inflict the crime. Go on, pull the trigger, this will be the last time.
Australia let their lead slip late in the fourth quarter, but Patty Mills would have a chance to sink a free throw to send Australia to the final.
And misses the second. Now Rubio with a chance to win it. He puts it up from midcourt. Oh! Eagles trapped. Gets it over to Baynes for 3. Good. Breathes a little hope into the Boomers. Shot clock to Jewel. Over to Gasol, wide open. Good, right at the end. Spain are going back to the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
Google where headquarters of fucking FIBA is. It's fucking disgrace.
Wow, that's a bold statement, but I'm not going to disagree with you. Obviously, Rudy Gobert, another one in contention for that, but he can't stop Patty Mills.
Following Australia's controversial defeat by Spain, they would face France for a chance at the bronze medal. They could only manage to put up 59 points on a tough French defense led by the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, once again falling just short of a spot on the podium.
I love a man from California, he's the prettiest and we got the same disorder. Why you feel it's okay, it's never gonna change anyway.
I rise today to express my outrage at the exclusion of Australian Ben Simmons from this year's NBA All-Star Game. The fact that compatriot Jingling Joe Ingles has also been left out of the three-point competition, despite currently sitting in third in the league in three-point percentage, makes me think there's some kind of anti-Australian conspiracy going on at the league head office at the moment.
You came on here because you said you had an announcement to make about where you want to play next year. What are you doing?
Next year, take my talents to the NBL and play for the Illawarra Hawks.
Excellent. Over in Australia?
Yep.
Absolutely. Why did you decide this is the way to go for you?
You know, I just think it's the best route for me. I'm trying to be the #1 pick for the 2020 draft, so I heard they got great strength and conditioning over there, so off the court, that'd be good, and then on the court, you know, pros been through there, stuff like that, so I think it's all going to help. It's just best for me, I think.
And I'm really looking forward to getting back in the lab and putting that work in and getting ready for next season. So I'm looking forward to that. Also like to announce that I am going to be a Boomer for the upcoming events, so stay tuned.
100 days after Australia was cruelly denied the bronze medal in Rio, the Boomers start their 15th Olympic campaign against world number 22 Nigeria.
Based on the fact that we had 21 turnovers in game one, there's a few areas that Australia would be looking to tidy up.
Australia once again finished top of a tough group, this time topping Italy, Germany and Nigeria.
Dangerous from here, knocks down the three and ties us away.
It's the way and the polish in which they're putting the foot down has been pitching.
Fantastic performance by the Australian Boomers. They have crushed poor Argentina and are going to prevail here by 38 points.
They blew out Argentina in Luis Scola's final game to make the semi-finals where the USA awaited them.
Spot in the gold medal game up for grabs. The United States have controlled the tip. Rebound and quickly up the floor. Here's Thibault, who was pushed, taking the two. Chance at a three-point play. Things are happening here for the Boomers. Australia led by 15 in the second quarter, but it is all over here. And a dominant performance by the United States.
Their opponent in the bronze medal game would be Slovenia, led by one of the greatest players in the world, Luka Dončić.
Is it about to be the biggest night in Australian men's basketball? The bronze medal game of the Tokyo Olympics is underway, and Slovenia control the tip.
The window of opportunity for this group of Australian players was closing, and Patty Mills wasn't going to let another opportunity pass him by.
Mills top of the key.
Mills would put on a phenomenal scoring display, going for 42 points and leading the Boomers to their first ever Olympic medal.
And after 65 years of blood, sweat and plenty of tears, the Australian men's basketball team's crusade to stand on the Olympic podium has finally delivered. The Boomers have claimed the bronze medal.
It's time to bring an Olympic medal home back to our country, Australia, so I can hang it up at Mum and Dad's house.
Is joining us live after breaking the news of this blockbuster trade that sends James Harden to Philadelphia and brings Ben Simmons and multiple others to Brooklyn.
James Harden will go along with Paul Millsap to Philadelphia for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond.
Simmons might also be the weakest, most pathetic excuse for a professional athlete we have ever seen in not just American history, but the history of sports. I can't think of a professional athlete that has come across more pathetic than this man.
Ben Simmons has to take a leap of faith. He has to listen to those that have been part of the program and try and learn the lessons of what you can get out of this beyond just putting the ball in the hole. So you're taking that $35 million burden that's on him right now. Now I'm playing for something else.
Right.
Got nothing to do with that. I'm playing for my brother next to me. I'm playing for you, Patty Mills. I'm playing for the green and gold.
Right.
I'm playing for Australia. That's more important right now. But here's the thing, Andy. Is that we're talking about the Olympics, but there is the event, the World Cup is this year.
Yep.
And that is coming. And I think if you're going to play in the Olympics, which is, let's say 11 months or 12 months after the World Cup, to me it's imperative for him to be a part of that World Cup team.
I hate to question a guy when he says he's injured. I really do. But I'm just going to be honest. I don't believe that he's hurt. I think his feelings are hurt. I think his psyche is hurt. I think he's terrified to go out there and play professional basketball. I think he's afraid to take a jump shot in a real game. I think he's afraid to take a free throw in a real game. And he might even be afraid to shoot a layup in a real game after what happened last year against Atlanta.
having a competition to see who can take the biggest hit. It's still burning. See who can take the biggest hit to the agate. It's not a lot of fun, so anytime we see tests like that, we all say, we're still on air.
I want to talk about Liz Cambridge.
It's a pretty big issue.
Is this the right time and place?
I think you've taken some of the commentary around this quite personally.
Yes, I have.
I
have. I'm not going to deny that.
I know that. I said I think you have taken some of this quite, and you rightfully so, given the fact that you were on the board of Basketball Australia and some of Basketball Australia's management of this has been slightly brought into question.
I'm living my best life. I'm supported. I'm protected on a level that the Opals or the Australian team never gave to me. My heart lies with those who want to protect me and those who want me to be the best I can be. And I never felt that in the Opals at all.
At the time, we didn't know exactly what the behaviour was. Subsequently, it did become...
And this all started in that training game or the pre-Olympics game when you played Nigeria. And it's never really emerged what happened, but I've had it confirmed from a few sources. Is it correct that they were playing Nigeria and Liz Cambridge had her feathers ruffled and she turned to them and said, go back to your third world country? And of course, Ezi Magbor is originally Nigerian, a Nigerian who's now living in Australia and playing for your team. And as a result, there was a brawl that erupted. And since then, you haven't spoken to her.
That is all 100% correct.
Those that were around and in the inner circle, there was a pretty strong leakage about exactly what happened, but it was kept under wraps and she didn't...
Swept under the carpet.
And
swept under the carpet, some people would say.
I wouldn't say that.
For Liz's benefit, I would say.
Correct.
If there was any covering up of this or attempt to not let it get out, am I right in saying it was to help Liz Cambridge?
I think so.
A new crop of young Australian basketball players were on the rise. The squad for the 2023 World Cup featured 20-year-old Josh Giddey in a central role as well as other young NBA players such as Dyson Daniels and Josh Green.
He likes to work with Mike Tobey here. Tobey rolls, Dončić shoots, and he doesn't need any help this time. Dončić for three.
For that time.
The Boomers wouldn't advance past the second round in 2023 as Luka Dončić would gain a measure of revenge, leading Slovenia to a 91-80 victory over Australia.
The final buzzer. Slovenia upsetting Australia, the favorite here in the tournament.
I think we got a taste of Josh Giddey as well, about the superstar that he was at the World Cup, only being 20 years of age, and what he's going to be able to do. It's his team now.
This weekend, the NBA is investigating Oklahoma City Thunder basketball player Josh Giddey for an alleged improper relationship with an underage girl.
Yeah, that's right. In a now deleted post, a social media user said a girl seen with Giddey in pictures and videos was a high school junior at the time. At a team practice on Friday, Giddey did not comment when questioned about the allegations.
But the one area I was probably most disappointed in was the defensive end overall. That was what they promoted they were going to hang their hat on. And I don't think they probably reached the levels that they did at that end of the floor.
No, I'd have to agree with that, Hammer. They certainly didn't. And again, I think that was due to the absence of Landale. If they get Landale back for the Olympics, Ben Simmons comes into the picture as well. They're going to be a whole lot better defensively. And if the offense fires like that, then a medal is certainly within their grasp.
Did you say Ben Simmons? So you believe in Father Christmas, do you? Ben Simmons he's going to play for Australia. I think I've heard that 5 times. Now, well, I'd love to believe it. At some stage, you've got to be able to say, oh, I've heard this all before.
Heading into the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, the Boomers have once again put together a strong squad with a mix of veteran experience and young, talented players with a point to prove.
Mate, I know that was a tough one. Can you talk me through it?
Yeah, so, I mean, I just think when you have the guys on this team that we do, you believe you have the ability to go all the way, and we believe that with this group, and you know, we put ourselves in a great position to win that game, and we come up short like that in overtime. So it's heartbreaking, and it kills me that I have to wait 4 more years for another chance at this.